Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I have another Watch Me Work video, and it's this very bright pink kind of iridescent glitter ombre with a accent nail with some gold heart studs and some little glitter. It's a very simple look, but I decided to record it, and here it is for you guys. Hopefully there's something you can take in this video, new information that you can learn. So this is my client's previous set. She had this set on, I think, 4 weeks. Not in this picture. This is when it was freshly done. But I just wanted to show you guys what it looked like when it was freshly done. It was such a beautiful set. I'm sorry I didn't record it. But this is that same set after about the 3-4 weeks. Still looking very beautiful. So I'm going to start off by taking off all the stones in the previous design. I didn't show me removing the stones. I kind of did that off camera. I just go in with a bit and kind of file around the stones. I don't file on them because it wears out my bits, but a lot of people do, but it's just not preference for me. So I'm using the coarse bit from Poochie's Nails, and this is a safety bit, which means if you guys are not aware, just starting out, safety bits mean that they do not cut the client. They're rounded at the top or made in a manner in which they're not sharp. Not to mean that they can't injure the nail bed or still be uncomfortable if you just set it on the skin on high speed and jab it into somebody. But otherwise, they're not going to cut anybody from normal use. And you can see I'm going in and taking down the length of the nail also. I am taking off a lot of the product on her pointer and her pinky. She's going to have the glitter ombre, and so the glitter is a chunkier glitter. Glitter in general, if and when I can put it in the nail when it makes sense, I like to, just so I don't add extra bulk if it isn't necessary. So this client, she does a lot of gardening and outdoor stuff with her hand, and her nails look really, really good. I say that to say, as I'm cutting her nails down, that it's important that your nails stay at a manageable length for you. I don't know how many times I've had talks with clients to tell them that your nails are too long. If you've been wearing them at a normal length for a good amount of time, and then all of a sudden they grow long and you start hitting them and knocking them, and you'll start causing stress fractures and stuff. So please stay at a length that you can manage. And generally that length is when you start hitting them and breaking them more often. So I'm going in with the skiver bit around the cuticle area to remove the cuticle from the nail plate and push back the skin, which is the eponychium. The live skin is called the eponychium. If you guys don't know, it's not the cuticle that we always speak of. You can see I'm using this bit in forward and reverse, and then I'm actually going in and removing some of that callous skin with this bit also. These diamond bits are very versatile. If the texture is the same, generally you can use it on different parts of the skin and the nail plate. The thing is that some shapes are not best for certain jobs. This bit, the round bit that I'm using to further buff the dry skin, is not good on the nail plate because of the shape and cause indentation. The other bit that I'll use to just slightly buff her skin, it's really not ideal to do this type of job because it does have a pointier tip. So even though they can, in theory, be used for different tasks, sometimes they're not the best shape. So you can see me just going around and removing that calloused dry skin and buffing it off. And I'm just doing this until I get as much off as possible. I don't want to irritate the client's skin. This is all sped up, so it looks much more aggressive. It is gentle, and I'm going forward and backwards again. I am taking that E-file and put it on reverse. You could do this, of course, if you're left or right-handed. And this just helps you get just different angles along that, the epinicium and in the cuticle area, and you get deep into them pockets and just the treble area. So don't be afraid to use your diamond bits for your dry manicures in forward and reverse. So now I'm going in with a hand file, and I want to regain our shape. And I'm doing this because I'm going to go in and do the glitter ombre. What I don't want to do is have this wide, bulky nail. And the reason it's wider and bulkier at this point is because I did cut it down. So you can see I have this harsh edge that I filed into the side of the nail just because I'm taking down bulk. I'm going to go in and kind of smooth that transition out. You can see I'm going in and taking that harsh edge out. Now, these two nails that I'm showing you right now, they're just going to be polished. But I'm showing you, I wanted to debulk even the ones I'm not doing the ombre, just so I'm not applying a ton of product where it's not needed. So I'm filing the two that are doing the ombre just because I don't want to file into my permanent design into the sides. And I'm also filing the ones that are not ombre just because I don't want to add extra bulk and product and have a harder time towards the end of the process when filing. It's a little easier now. So I'm using the Ideal Pink Builder from Light Elegance. This is a nail bed color similar to the cosmetic pink you guys see me use pretty often, except it's a little lighter, a little more, yeah, it's just a little lighter. I believe they technically said it's the same color as cosmetic pink, but mixed with their soft pink builder gel. So the tone is kind of similar, just a little more pink. I don't know how to explain it. I think it's good in your collection to have both colors just for different skin tones and just for preference also. So you can see I am just applying this color to the nail bed, just polishing it on, and I'm going to go ahead and cure. And then I'm using the clear cool gel. And this glitter I got from Nail Supply Glamour. I'm going to try to remember the link below, or if I'm able to find it on their website. It's a very bright iridescent pink. I'm going to use the fan brush to kind of apply it and pour it onto the nail. So I'm just applying some of that clear and taking the fan brush and kind of tapping and pouring that glitter on, and then manipulating it how I want to with the tip, and removing, you know, pieces where they don't need to be visually for me, and adding more where there needs to be. I'm trying to go from a concentration of product and blending it out. That's what it is with glitter ombres. You want more glitter to less glitter, generally speaking. So I'm just using the dotting tool just to pick up some little pieces and kind of push that glitter around before I cure it. Once I get it exactly how I want it, I'll go ahead and cure it in the light. Now, I did not mention as our base, but I'm sure you guys seen it, that I use the gel bottle rubber base. And then I went and applied the Ideal Pink nail bed color. Kind of built it up a little bit, but you guys see I mostly polished it on. And that's what I did before we got here. So after I applied that glitter, I cured it in the light. That's very important. I don't want the glitter to move, so I cured it. And now I'm going in and applying that clear and encapsulating it. And you can see how clear the clear is. I say it all the time, but if you're new here, builder gel clear is superior to acrylic clear. Even your best clear acrylic generally is not going to rival a decent builder gel clear. It's like water, basically. There are some, brands and certain formulas that may not be as clear, but builder gel clear at its best is extremely clear. So I'm going in with the other nails that are just going to be polished, and I'm filling them with that Ideal Pink just to kind of even the tone. I didn't put a lot. I put a little bit, like I said, to even the tone. Cured it in the light, and then I'm going to build any structure with the clear, just because I had only a little pot of it and I didn't want to build, not that I'm completely building the nail because it's just a fill, but I didn't want to use more product than what was necessary. So after I applied everything, we were testing out colors to see which tone went best with this glitter. It's kind of a tricky tone, and based on the colors I kind of had to swatch a few colors. So we did that and figured out which color and moved on to filing and shaping. So I just want to show you guys a little process of me applying the polish and us determining, not that that was just crazy insightful, but you know, that's just part of the process, is to watch me work. So I'm going in, I already shaped the nails off camera. And my process is that I shape, I finish file the surface, which you see me doing right now. And then I go in and shape again just to refine what I did. So I'm using this bit. You guys know I generally use the crosscut for finish filing the surface because builder gel is so soft. But I wanted to use that the smooth top carbide bit to debulk those 2 middle nails that are going to be polished because they need to rebalance. Because I shortened the nails where the apex kind of was, is where I cut the nails down to. And now I need to thin out the tip. So I use that more aggressive bit. Not that it's aggressive, it's a fine carbide bit, but for builder gel, it's kind of more aggressive. And I was able to debulk towards the tip. And then I'm going to further do some debulking, if I can talk, with this crosscut bit. And that's also adding texture and helping me smooth out the nail. It takes the place of my buffer. So I'm going to be using YoungNails Protein Bond. This is a package of little studs that are, I think, from eBay or Amazon, and they had some hearts in it. And I'm using the AB Unfoiled crystals, this Presto color. And so I'm just applying the Protein Bond over our glitter nails. This helps our top coat from kind of shrinking or pulling and becoming uneven. And so I'm going to go in and top coat the nails. And this kind of fills in any of those ridges we created with the crosscut bit. It helps even out. And when you have those little ridges, it kind of gives a slight distortion to the look. So filling it in with Protein Bond really helps the finished look. And it sometimes, after that point, you still see some of the ridges because it kind of shrink wrap to the nail and into those ridges. So I apply another coat of Protein Bond, let it air dry 10 to 15 seconds, and then apply a second coat of top coat. The reason the Protein Bond is applied between 2 layers of top coat is because, generally speaking, especially and specifically with no wipe top coats, a lot of times they don't layer, it doesn't layer as well. Not every brand, not every time, but generally it's something you can see. If you applied a top coat and cured and went in with the second layer with no Protein Bond, you could get separation and pooling, like you were applying it to like an oily surface, for example. So the Protein Bond will stick to the, smooth surface of the top coat and then allow the second coat of top coat to adhere. So that's just a tip if you ever need to second top coat for whatever reason. So I applied the color, 2 coats, and then I'm top coating. I I was using a top coat again that I've been trying out for a while. But I always recommend the Joya Mia top coat, the no wipe. I've been using also the Koopa no wipe top coat. I've enjoyed that as well. I'm getting all the nails top coated, and I like to do this in my process. I like to get nails done that I can get done. So the ones that are plain or, pretty simple, I usually do first. So I'm taking this Nail Supply gel glue from Nail Supply Glamour. It's their gel glue, and I'm taking it, squeezing it on this brush, you can see. And I'm going to apply this into the entirety of the nail that we're going to put our charms and our stones on. The reason I'm doing this is because it's going to be scattered. Now, I could apply a whole bunch of little dots of this crystal gel, but that would become very tedious. There's a lot of blending out. You might as well just do the whole nail if you're going to scatter around the whole nail. Also, I wanted to add pieces of glitter like you're seeing, because this tone was still a little, it was the best one to match this glitter, but the tone was still a little off. So I wanted to add the glitter onto this nail to kind of help tie it in a little bit. So you can kind of see the tone of the glitter flashing along with the hearts and our crystals. So I'm just pushing these studs into this crystal gel. You can see I have a good amount. It's not super thick, but you can see how much I have on there. And then I'm just placing the stones and these studs in there. If I can find a link to the heart studs, I'll go ahead and put them below. They have some good shapes in there, even if not for the hearts. I know it might be after Valentine's Day, or maybe you want to prepare for the next one or use the other shapes in there. So I'll try to list it if I can find it. So I'm just scattering these stones in this glitter and just getting a, you know, this look. So once I get it how I want it, I'll go ahead and cure it in the light. Now you can see I'm going in, I'm taking those little bitty pieces of glitter and placing them just to give a nice full look. My client, she wanted gold and hot pink. This is her request. Again, this is a watch me work. This is me working on a client, just a regular client. So I'm taking a top coat. This is from Daily Charmers. They're 2-in-1. You can just use regular no wipe top coat, but I'm going around the stones, but you can go over the metal charms or studs, whatever you're using. And that way it'll protect the color and they won't come off. They're not sparkly, so we don't have the same risk of, you know, losing texture and definition like we do with our Swarovski crystals. And then I'm going to cure, and that will be our final look. I may have double top coated, and if I did, I put that coat of protein bond and then did that top coat. I do want to take a moment to tell you guys I am still offering classes. I'm doing one-on-one classes. I am in the Dallas area in Texas. So if you're interested, email me at tabythascott.nails@gmail.com. If you're seriously interested, I do a 2-day boot camp. You can do 3, 4, 5 hours, but I am doing a 2-day boot camp, which is 12 hours, 2 days, 6 hours each. I'll be upfront. The total is $800. You don't need any supplies. I'll have everything you need. So if you're interested, let me know. Otherwise, I want to thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to thumbs up and subscribe. Bye.